Hello everybody, Jonathan here, and I want to show you something that I do pretty much every Halloween, which is create these very quick, very simple bat decorations. They're great to do with family and friends, and well, they're super easy, but they look really cool because they are like a silhouette of a bat. It means you can't see the detail, but you can see the outline of the bat. What we need for this is, well, this is the most important thing, a piece of black paper or black card. If you want them to stand up like these, it needs to be card, but you can make them out of paper and hang them like they're upside down sleeping bats. You also need a tiny bit of white paper. I just have lots of small scraps of paper at home, so I've grabbed this one. We need a little bit of glue. Ooh, very sticky stuff. A pair of scissors and a pen. So most of these things you probably have. This is the one you might need to quickly get, but I'm sure if you look hard enough, it's very easy to get. Right, so let's start. The first thing we need to do is fold this paper in half. Why? Well, when we fold it in half, we have the middle of the bat. And it means that this is going to stand up, but also it will be symmetrical. That means that both sides of the bat will be exactly the same. You won't have to guess if it's correct. Now, once you have your piece, you need to draw your design of the bat. Have a look at some of them I've done here. I've got a nice little fat bat here and a very spooky Dracula-style bat. This one almost looks like a Batman logo. But if you want them to stand up, the bottom needs to be about the same, or maybe just a little bit lower than the edge of his wings. Now, I said at the start that I would use a pen. Now, I would use a pen, but so you can see what I'm doing, I'm going to use this, a white crayon, so you can see the shape that I'm going to draw. Now, I'm going to start making sure that I am drawing on the folded side of the card. I'm just going to draw at the bottom a little bit here, and that is the tail of my bat. And I'm just going to make sure that the wing is about the same height as the tail. That way it will stand up. And I just need to connect the two using some kind of wing style. If I pull it all the way to the top, look, there we go. Now you can see it's starting to become the shape of a wing of a bat. Now I need to do the head here, so I can give him a nice little round head, but wait, don't forget a very iconic part of the bat, which is the ears. Big ears so they can hear everything, and just connect the head there. So now we have half of our bat. Now, like I said, I've used the white so you can see it. It's much better to use a pen because when I cut this out, I don't want to see any of the white, because that's the next part. We are going to cut out this shape. Very simple. And make sure that you start cutting from the folded side. That way, everything will be symmetrical, like I said before, so that both sides of the bat will look exactly the same. Look, I'm coming to the ears here and, oh, I'm just getting rid of it. Why? Because it's going to make it easier for me to cut. So I'm just cutting around the ear again and going through. So what you need to do at this point is just cut out the shape that you have just traced. If you go a little bit out of the lines, don't worry. Remember, this is your bat. And as you can see, there are many different designs that I have made. And, well, you can make up a new design for your bat if it's a little bit wrong. So I'm just coming down here to its tail and cutting around here. And I'm nearly done at this point. Now, like I said, unfortunately, my bat is going to have some white lines on it, so I'm going to do something trickier in a minute. But before I do that, let's just finish off his wing, and there we go. So now when we fold it out, we have our full bat. Now, unfortunately, like I said, mine's got white, so Ha, I know, right? Back to front, now you can't see the white. Isn't that amazing? Let me just fold that up. But we're not finished yet. Because this is a silhouette of a bat, what's one thing that you might be able to see would be its nice sharp teeth, or fangs if it was a vampire bat. That's where the tiny little piece of white paper comes in handy. Now, because we have our bat here, I'm just going to have a look. Yeah, it doesn't need to be big. And again, just fold a little part of it over. Why? Because it's going to be in the middle, just like it was before. Once again, ooh, draw a very small little teeth design. Something straight. Ooh, nice big fang. And, well, you could add some smaller teeth, but on this one, I'm just going to keep it straight. Very simple. Now, once again, we need to cut it out. Now, this one's going to be a little bit fiddly. That means it's difficult because of how small it is. So let me just cut that away and cut to the shape of these fangs. Now, ideally, you want to cut on the inside of any pen marks that you've made because, well, now I have my fangs. They are, ooh, they've got red on them, see? But remember our secret trick? Ha-ha! Turn it around, it's back to front, nobody will see your red marking. So one last part, we need to get a glue stick like this. Open it up and, ooh. Now don't start putting it on your fingers because this is very small. I recommend just placing it on top and giving it a little pat. And then we can take our bat, put it in the middle where I think his mouth is, and, oh, a little bit crooked, but voila! Our bat is complete. Very quick, very simple, fun for the whole family, genuinely. And you can do lots of different designs, as I've shown you already. Let me clear some of this up. You can see different shapes and styles. I have my nice fat bat that I like here, a very iconic Dracula-style bat. And even if you don't want it to be standing up, you can do one that hangs upside down. If you have enough of these, you could put them by the window. Creepy bats sometimes, though. Have fun making your own bats at home, and if you do, please show me what they look like. I would love to see the results.